Myself Sneha Shah from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Today I am going to explain you about test of significance for single mean for the large samples from the subject of probability and statistics from the unit of applied statistics. In the last session, I had explained you about the test of significance for the difference of two proportions. Now, in this session, I will explain you about the single mean for the large samples. In this, it will considering large samples means the number of samples which is greater than 30. In this, it will define some working rule. That the first rule is will defining the null hypothesis. So what is null hypothesis? Null hypothesis means we are doing some assumptions. In this, the null hypothesis will be representing as L0. So in this, we are considering that mu equals to mu 0. It means the population mean means mu has a specified value of mu 0. Means we are taking a single value of mean. So if we are taking a single value of mean, then what will be the alternative hypothesis? It will be complement of this null hypothesis. So in the null hypothesis, if we consider that the value of mu equals to mu 0, so in this we consider as mu does not equals to mu 0. So if we consider this way, then alternative hypothesis is considered as mu does not equals to mu 0. Now, if we are finding the level of significance, its value equals to alpha equals to 0.05. Now, if we are defining the test statistics, its value equals to z equals to x bar minus mu upon sigma upon under root n. In this, the value of x bar is denoting as the mean value, sample mean value. In this, the value of sigma is not given to you, then you have to use the sample standard deviation. Okay, so we'll use the sample standard deviation as S. So this equation will be denoting as Z equals to x bar minus mu upon S upon under root n. Then we'll finding the value of critical value of Z from the Z table, and from that we'll find then we'll comparing the value of Z with Z alpha. And after comparison of it, we'll giving some decision based on it, whether the assumption is correct or not. Now in this we'll noting something. In this we'll consider as some confidence limit. Like suppose if we consider the confidence limits, so for 95% of level of significance, we'll consider it as x bar plus or minus 1.96 into sigma upon under root n. And similarly, if we are taking for 99%, then its value equals to x bar plus or minus 2.58 in bracket sigma upon under root n. So in these two equations, if we put in the value of it, then we can find out a particular confidence limit in which it will be. Now it will be well defined by some example. The first example is a random sample of 100 Indians has an average lifespan of 71.8 years with standard deviation of 8.9 years. Can it be concluded that the average lifespan of an Indian is 70 years? So if you want to solve this thing, then average means we have to consider it as a mean, right? Average means it is considered as mean. So if we are considering this one as a one mean, so we are using the single mean, and we are solving this example by method of single mean method. So in this, which data is given to you? The first data you are given is the value of total number of samples, means total number of 100 Indians are given to you. So n equals to 100. The value of S means standard deviation, its value equals to 8.9 years. The average mean means mean is given to you as 71.8 years. And the last thing you had given is mu equals to 70. That we have to find out that the average lifespan is 70 years or not. So mu will be considered as 70. Now, if we consider the null hypothesis, in this we consider that the value of mu equals to mu 0. It means we will consider it as 70. So if we consider that mu equals to 70 years, means the average lifespan of an Indian is 70 years. So if we consider this as the null hypothesis means this assumption is considered as null hypothesis. So what will be the alternative hypothesis? It will be considered as mu does not equals to 7. So the alternative hypothesis will be representing as h1 and its value is mu does not equals to 70. It means it is not particular 70, so it will consider as two-tailed test. So on both the sides, it will give you the sum output, right? So it will be considered as two-tailed test. Now we'll defining the level of confidence. Its value of it equals to alpha equals to 0.05. So next we will finding the value of test statistics. So its value is z equals to x bar minus mu upon s upon under root n. Now if we are putting all this value in this equation, so after solving this, answer of it equals to 2.02. Now if we find the value of mod z, then the answer of it equals to 2.02 as it is. Now we'll finding the critical value of it. So critical value will be defined at the level of significance. So we'll find the value of mod z at 0.05 and its value equals to 1.96. Now in this, we'll comparing this value mod z with this mod z 0.05. So from these two values means 2.02 and 1.96, you can say that the value of mod z is greater than mod z 0.05. So as the value of it will be greater, so it will consider as this assumption is wrong. So it means the null hypothesis is rejected at 5% level of significance. So this one is the decision, and from that we can conclude that the average lifespan of the Indian will not be equals to 70 years. Right. Now the next example is a random sample of 50 items gives the mean 6.2 and variance 10.24. Can it be regarded as drawn from a normal population with mean 5.4 at 5% level of significance? In this, the data is given to you as the total number of samples are 50. The mean value is 6.2, means x bar equals to 6.2 and value of variance equals to 10.24. So if we are finding the standard deviation, the value of standard deviation equals to under root of variance. So under root of 10.24, right? And the value of mu is, this one is population mean will be considered as 5.4. So value of mu equals to 5.4. Will first of all we consider the null hypothesis. What is null hypothesis? It will be representing as h0. In this we will assuming that the value of mu equals to 5.4. It means the sample is drawn from a normal population with mean of 5.4. So if we are taking the value of mu equals to 5.4, then what will be the alternative hypothesis? Alternative hypothesis means its complement. So it is complement of null hypothesis, means in the alternative hypothesis it will be representing by h1 and its value is mu does not equals to 5.4. So it is not 5.4, so other than 5.4 means right side as well as left side. So it will be considered as two-tailed test. Now the next thing we will consider as level of significance. In this you are given that the 5% level of significance, right? So if we are taking 5% level of significance, so it will consider as alpha equals to 0.05. Now the next thing we will finding the test statistics. Its value is that equals to x bar minus mu upon s upon under root n. So if we are putting all this value in this equation and after solving it, its answer is 1.77. So from this we can find the value of mod z, its value equals to 1.77. Now we will finding the critical value of z at this level of significance. So we are finding the value of z at 0.05. So its value is z 0.05 and its value is 1.96 from the z. Now we are comparing these two things. So you can say that the value of mod z is less than the value of mod z 0.05. So from this you can say that the null hypothesis is acceptable because the value of mod z is less than something, right? So it is acceptable at 5% level of significance. Now the next example is a sample of 900 members has a mean of 3.4 cm and standard deviation of 2.61 cm. Is the sample from a large population of a mean 3.25 centimeter and standard deviation 2.61 centimeter. If the population is normal and its mean is unknown, find 95% fiducial limits of its true mean. So if you want to find out this, then the data are given to you as the total number of samples are 900, the value of mean equals to 3.4 means, x bar equals to 3.4, the value of standard deviation equals to 2.61. So the value of s equals to sigma equals to 2.61. The value of mu equals to 3.25 means population means is 3.25. Now, first of all, we are considering the null hypothesis. It will be representing as L0. So, what is the value of L0? L0 will be representing as will taking mu equals to 3.25. Then, what will be the alternative hypothesis? Alternative hypothesis will be considered as mu does not equals to 3.25. So it will not a particular value, so it will gives you the two-tailed test. Now if we are finding the value of level of significance, answer of it equals to alpha equals to 0.05. So 5% level is given to you 0.05. Now the next thing we are finding is test statistics. Its value equals to x bar minus mu upon sigma upon under root n. So if we putting all this value and solving this, then the answer of it equals to 1.72. So what is the value of mode z? The value of mode z equals to 1.72. Now we are finding the critical value of it. The critical value will be defining at the level of significance at z equals to 0.05. So we have to find out mode z 0.05. So answer of it equals to 1.96. If we are comparing these two values, 1.72 is less than 1.96, right? So the value of mode z is less than z 0.05. So from this we can say that the null hypothesis is acceptable at 5% level of significance. Now if we want to find out 95% fiducial limits, so it will gives you the confidence limit. So how it will be defining? For that already we have seen the equations, right? What is the equation for that? X bar plus or minus 1.96 sigma upon under root n. Now if we are putting this value and solving this, then the term will be 3.4 plus or minus 0.1705. First we will taking the value of difference between these two, then the answer will be 3.2295, and if we are taking summation of these two, then the answer will be 3.5705. So this is the final fiducial limit. It means it will gives you the confidence limit for this particular thing. So this way we can solve any example for a single mean value is given to you and you have to assume something, and this assumption is correct or not, it will be checked by this. Thank you so much.